Hey y'all, how are you? Happy Wednesday. Hope everybody's doing well. And I am here to make a vegan Caesar salad. It's a little bit of a blast from the past for me. So let me check in and see if anybody's here. But this one is pretty fun. It goes quickly, and I hope that you learned something today because this was one of my major learning curves when it comes to food. So we got a few of you guys here. I don't know who's in the comments, if it's Fatima or Cameron. Look, y'all are seeing all my mess here. But they're going to paste information about the products, and this recipe's already on the website. We're going to take a look at it, freshen it up, take some new photos. But this is obviously a keeper because I developed this way back, easily 5 years, 6 years ago. My daughter had converted to veganism, and we tackled the lifestyle in a way where we could find foods that everyone liked. First of all, I wanted her to learn to cook her own food. But also, I didn't want to get into a situation where we were sitting down to dinner and here was her vegan meal and here was our meal. What could we all eat and enjoy? So we dove in and learned a ton. So I posted this salad dressing at the time, and honestly, I forgot about it. So my son's friend, Julia, my son was saying, Julia makes your vegan Caesar all the time. And I said, what vegan Caesar? What are you talking about? And so he said, it's on the website and it's awesome. And he's not a vegan. And he's like, my favorite salad. So I was like, what? Let me remind myself of that. So I'm going to go through the components of the dressing because it comes together like that. But I'm making croutons, y'all, because I'm here for a crouton on my salad all the time. So here's what's happening with croutons is I cut bread so that it has lots of shards. It's not a perfect little square. And you can also tear the bread. But I've got these super rough shards of bread, olive oil, and a product called nutritional yeast. So nutritional yeast is vegan cheese, essentially. It gives a cheesy, nutty, umami, maybe buttery flavor to things that would normally be cheese. So, nutritional yeast on popcorn, on potatoes, places where you want something buttery and cheesy. So, nutritional yeast, I can sit there and just eat it, just lick my finger and eat it. It's crazy good. And here's what it looks like. And it's a mainstay in vegan diets. It's definitely where you're going to gain umami and richness where there would normally be Parmesan cheese, butter, things like that. So the crouton is just a rough shard of bread, nutritional yeast, garlic, extra virgin olive oil, and salt. So those are the croutons, and they are definitely doing their thing. So I put them in before you got here. And as I stir them and as they get brown and smell amazing, and I haven't eaten today, um, they're getting lighter as I stir them. So you're going to, as that moisture leaves and that bread toasts, they're going to feel lighter. So those are my croutons. I have chopped romaine lettuce, nothing special there. And now we're going to tackle the dressing. So we think about what is Caesar dressing? It's an egg yolk and it's oil and there's an anchovy in there or anchovy paste. Some people sub out with fish sauce, but none of those are vegan. So how are we going to mimic that super rich, salty, frankly, fishy flavor that's there in Caesar? And trust me, if you like Caesar, then that's the flavor that you're latching onto, that sort of briny fishiness. So we're going to get there a lot of ways. So Parmesan's going to come into play. We're going to sub that out with the nutritional yeast. We've got cashews for fat. We've got capers for brininess. We've got chia seeds for body. We've got kelp granules. And let's talk about these for a second because I went and did a deep dive with a vegan about kelp granules because kelp comes from the sea and there are fish in the sea. So is it vegan? So if this is problematic for you, you're going to use coconut aminos. Easy sub, that same layer of salty umami wonderfulness. So Worcestershire would be in Caesar, that Parmesan cheese, and we're going to get to those places with other things. So let me talk about the cashews because you have to soak them. So back in the day when Emma and I were learning about veganism, and I was a vegan a lot of the time because it was all so delicious. This was a regular uh, sight on our countertop. So we constantly had cashews soaking because we were making cashew cream or using cashews to get us to a place of either a salad dressing or a mayonnaise or a whipped cream because you can make it savory or you can make it sweet, but they have to be soaked. So I soaked these this morning. I have gotten there with a 30-minute soak, but you're best for about 3 hours. But that's it. Soaked cashews. And I'm probably going to make cashew cream with this later for my husband because it's absolutely delicious. So let me check my croutons, and they're gorgeous. And you can add, these are light on the oil. You can certainly load it up in there and really soak them if you want to. But for me, more than anything, I'm just looking for a crunch. So those are looking great. So I've got 1/3 of a cup of soaked raw cashews, unsalted. And what's going to go in here is everything just kind of dumps and then you zhuzh it. And that's it. So I'm going to do juice of half of a lemon, and you can always adjust with more. And if you really want it lemony, zest some of the lemon. We need we need 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. So that goes in, and we have this available at the shop, and we sell a lot of it. We've got capers going in. That's going to bring you brininess, zing, brightness. So capers go in, and it's not many. It was about a dozen capers. The chia seeds are going to give this some body. So when you're looking for that thickness that would have come from that egg yolk, or what happens with, say, sour cream in a ranch, chia seeds, you can make chia pudding. So that's what's going to get you to that texture. Kelp or coconut aminos. There those go. We've got a little bit of maple syrup, that sweetness to balance. We are going to grate in a nice large clove of garlic. I don't know who's in comments. That's Cameron or Fatima, but thank you. They just posted the kelp granules. All right. That's a beautiful clove of garlic. All right. That's in there. We're going to start with about a half a teaspoon of salt, and you can always adjust. So in goes the salt. We need a little bit of liquid to get things moving around. So I'm going to use unsweetened, no flavor almond milk. So that goes in. And then we need some pepper. And what happens with these soaked cashews is they get velvety smooth. When we make cashew cream, people are like, what just happened? It's like the smoothest, most beautiful thing. And that's what's going to happen. Oh, thank you, Vicky. That's what's going to happen with this. So let's see how I do. I love it. All right, I'm going to crank it up. Okay, so that is completely smooth. Turn my croutons off. They are talking to me. And makes me so happy. All right, let me show you guys. Love, love, love. What just happened? Okay, so now with no animal products, we've got this thick, lovely dressing that smells amazing. And that is going to dress our Caesar. But you've got to taste this. Taste this before you put it in your salad, because this is where you correct it. So let's make sure we like how this tastes. And because I like consistency, I don't have a tasting spoon, which you all know. If you've watched these, I never do. I'll be right back. Oh, I have some right here. Okay, let's see how I did. Mm. Oh, it's amazing. It doesn't need. I know why my son loves this. I'm so glad he brought this back from the sleep of the website. Oh, it's so good. So I just got super fun tanginess that's perfectly layered on top of that rich umami from that nutritional yeast, which would normally be that anchovy. Y'all, come on. That's so good. All right, let's make a salad. All right, let's get this guy out of here. It doesn't need a thing. Okay, I will say this. It has the tiniest bite. It's a combination of the cashews. You could really turn this guy on and get this super smooth, but it's also the chia, and the chia hasn't quite done its thing yet. So this, with a little rest in the fridge, you're either going to get a thicker, smoother dressing, and a longer spin in here is going to get it smoother. I love it. I like that little bite. That's fun. You know, it's like that parm on a Caesar, those little bites of parm. I like it. Okay. So I've got garden variety romaine, and we are going to dress this salad. So this is 3 heads of romaine. And I would say I have probably 2/3 of a cup of dressing. So let me see what this looks like when I go in about half of this. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to need it all. And I mean, we can't even talk about being Caesar purist here because we're making a vegan Caesar. But I do like cherry tomatoes in my Caesar salad. And I cut them in half, you guys, because I'm not a monster. You have to cut your cherry tomatoes in half. That's pretty beautiful looking right there. I think I'm good right there. Okay, croutons. That's hot. Hang on. Let's get some croutons in here. First, let's do this. See if I can burn the top of my mouth. That's so good. Come on now. Vegans are people too, and they eat good salads. Julia, thank you for making the salad for Clay. And thank you, Clay, for reminding me because I love this. So I want you to go to the website. I want you to double this dressing so you have enough for a salad today and you have enough for a salad tomorrow. And don't even think I'm leaving those crumbs in that pan after we're off alive. I'll be eating those. Okay. Oh my gosh. Come on. So I'm going to be civilized today because I'm a woman with proper manners. But normally, and I'm going to put this in a lovely bowl, but normally I eat salad out of a metal mixing bowl because it's just better. Nothing falls off the plate. You can get a lot of stuff in there. All right. Let's see how I did. Maybe a little more dressing. Let's see. It's always a possibility. Super fun. I'm so glad I did this today. I love this. I love when I find a gem on the website. Like, look what we did 6 years ago. So good. And look, I'm not a vegan, so I kind of want chicken on this, which I know is completely blows the whole point, but so dang good. Mm. Okay. Look for updated photos on this one. Totally worth it to get these ingredients in your house. Beautiful dressing. You have a vegan friend, a vegan family member. You're not making them a separate dish. Everybody's enjoying this and everybody's happy. I guarantee you. Okay, this was super fun. Thanks for watching. And I will see you guys next week. Tomorrow, I'm doing a progressive tasting. I'll be at our Main Street Market location. I do it at lunchtime. And I'm going to be doing a progressive tasting of our bread dipping blends, which are really popular and can make for a pretty happy hour. So that's what I'll be tasting tomorrow. So tune in. I love all of you guys. Thank you. Make a vegan Caesar salad. Bye.